3rd July 2023, 9:30. So I made some cable. I had this computer cable lying around, so I decided to cut off the unneeded part and connect this cable. And this is 12 gauge submersible. So I have the detachable connector right there, and of course the AC output also goes to a detachable cable. So you want to future proof these things. It would be a lot easier to plug and unplug this equipment. So in theory, I would just simply plug it into the generator, like so. And also, I'm going to do some tests. I could then plug this to an AC outlet. So like this. So I'm going to do some tests today. It's a little bit sunny. So I am going to turn on I'm going to power up the house with this inverter at 10 o'clock and to see how this thing responds to the sun and solar. This would actually tell me how much share of the solar energy going into the inverter and then the battery. So the battery in solar goes into the inverter and share the load. So that's the test. Uh, it's really important to understand what's going on with this system so that one is not ignorant of the happenings. It's quarter to 10. So I'm going to power up the house uh, between quarter to 10 and whenever the battery dies. So we should see I expect to see a share of power between the solar and the battery. So I'm just gonna switch over. Now the house is being powered by the inverter. So there's no amps going into the battery because it's going into the inverter. So the battery is loaded. Load is 15%. It's dancing around. So steady state, it varies depending on whether a motor is running or not. So as you can see, power coming from the battery is 5 amps. And power from the solar is 10 amps. So by this method, most of the amps comes from the solar. And there's a share from the battery. So 10 plus 5 is 15 amp. If I remember correctly, that's about right. I remember that. Without the solar, then most of the 15 amp would be coming from the battery. So here, the load is being shared between solar. Most of the power comes from the solar. So that's 260 watt. So this is exactly what I mean by solar capacity. The more solar you got, the more the amps comes from the solar. And very little from the battery. Okay, so yeah, 4 amps coming out of the battery and 10 amps from the solar, total of 15 amp, 14 amps. So, yeah, makes sense, ain't it? Thanks for watching.